hope you enjoy the show. Now, on paper, it certainly looks as though it will be an interesting game.
Hi, everybody. I just can't wait for things to get underway. The expectation is killing me.
When you look at the difference between the sides, you have to wonder how many players will finish this match.
They should all finish it, but in what state? That's the point. He's got a hand to the ball.
Yeah, now he's looking around for support. Incoming!
Well, it is a violent sport.
Ouch! Oh, he's knocked him senseless.
You're assuming, then, that he had something between his ears to begin with. Hold still, and then pow! Right in the face!
Just look at the way his feet and hands are twitching.
The punch is still echoing round his body! The referees guild has decided to hire a bodyguard for each game.
Another brilliant idea. And just how effective will one bodyguard be against a stadium full of supporters?
True, could be a bit one-sided. What finesse! What style! What perfection!
What a hammer blow!
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. Brilliant side kick to the face. Let's see that again in slow motion. Ouch! Right in the face. The other guy couldn't dodge that one.
Now, there's one that won't be coming back in a hurry.
Haha! Stunned.
What an idiot! Do you remember when the first necromantic teams started to appear in the minor circuits, Bob?
Oh yeah, that sure was fun, Jim.
Especially when they fielded skeletons and werewolves at the same time, Bob.
I remember the werewolves kept running away with the skeleton's bones, much to the delight of the fans. Reminds me of when I took Griff to bits in the '91 final against Reichland.
Oh yeah, you kneecapped him.
It's a catch! Now this player just needs to survive.
This player was really strong. Do you think they have some troll blood in them?
Could be. Or maybe his opponent shouldn't speak that way about the family.
Ouch! That punch knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight. he's a better fighter than ball player.
Scary. Today's insight comes from Heini Schnivel, coach and owner of the Goblin Lowdown Rats team. In yesterday's Spike magazine, he said that Blood Bowl was like war. No winners, just survivors.
Oh, that's deep. Keeps his team's position in the rankings. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob.
He trampled on his head.
Accidents will happen.
The bench seems to be in two minds about what to do about the player lying prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin.
The player dodges the buck, but receives a dozen from angry fans.
We won't see that player for some time.
Ouch! Have a nice sleep.
Little baby gets his medicine and he's having a little nap.
It's amazing that the Skaven are such good runners.
It stands to reason. The slow ones get eaten in the junior leagues. He's got the ball! Delivery is within stud reach.
The team won't be settling for a boring 0-0 draw.
Here we go again for another bloodbath. Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one. The ball is in his hands. Boom! In the face, and then followed by a clean uppercut. Well done!
Did you hear about the Evil Gits? The team that is made up of the mix of evil players?
Their fans won the Most Evil Supporters of the Year award. Fully merited from what I've seen.
This player has opened the slapping box and gives rather generously.
Funny how a rabbit punch sounds so inoffensive, and yet is so effective.
If he's lucky, it's just an...
Yeah, and that's one way to look at things.
You know Head Splitter?
Of course I know him.
Well, he said there's going to be less violent.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah, he said you'll finish off his opponents far quicker.
The sport is going to the dogs. Poetry in motion.
What we'd like to see
More often.
That face job is a lot cheaper than a plastic surgeon.
I don't know if he planned it, but it won't do him any harm in the looks department.
That's one regulation clobbering. You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal. The most famous Skaven player of all time. No doubt Tars Schulhands.
He had 2 heads and 4 arms.
Oh, he was a great player, but he died during the match.
Yes, his 2 heads had a violent argument and he strangled himself to death. It seems this player does all the talking with the fist.
And they clearly know how to get heard.
He's dead. That's annoying. We are beyond the acceptable loss ratio now.
Come again?
He sent him down.
Oh, he swatted him like a fly.
More like punched him square in the face like a fly.
Three, two, one.
Bust up!
That should be part of a catching masterclass. That's what happens when a pro crosses an amateur.
Yes, splodge. Down and eat the dust. It's good for you. Finally, there's one that lets his biceps do the talking.
Yeah, but from his opponent's point of view, it was a short conversation.
Look over there. Some cute little elf beauties are selling big moot sandwiches in the stands.
Hey, I'm off to get one. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
And so now you like big moot sandwiches?
No way!
I don't know if we really like that uppercut.
He may not have liked it, but he certainly ate it.
as soon as he throws his first punch.
We know the opponent will be out for lunch.
Bet that hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face.
I've seen some amazing stats for a young up-and-coming Skaven player. Never misses a pass, apparently.
Yeah, I've watched him play. But when you've got 8 arms... Yep, upside down. That's one way to look at things. What violence!
Yes! It's a great spectacle, Bob.
Doping is really endemic in this sport.
Isn't it written into the game rules? That right hook was worthy of a black orc.
You're telling me it'll take a while to get over it.
Well, that's one with a good reason to go see the apothecary.
Yep, looks like he's gonna need a good one.
Things are hotting up.
Already on their feet, untouched, equalized. And why not another touchdown to go into the lead?
They can do it. They have what it takes.
That's it. The ball's in play. There's gonna be trouble.
You can't say much about that.
Full-blooded, but perfectly legal.
And don't forget, children, don't try and do this at home. Remember, these are seasoned professionals.
Well, one of them is anyway. Did you know that the Grimjacks were the very first team to experiment with flesh golems instead of mummies?
Oh yeah, Bob. The famous flesh golem, Frankenstein, made a debut with that team.
Oh yeah, Jim. Frank lost count of his replacement limbs.
coach knocked his teeth down his throat.
Yes, Jim, that's never a nice sight. Every now and again, Blood Bowl throws up a real mixed bag of a team.
Like the Motley Horde that's made up of a bunch of misfits.
Yeah, can't be easy to coach those cast-offs every day of the week.
That hurt. Good job his nose got in the way.
Yeah, otherwise he'd have got it full in the face. I think he's singing him a lullaby. The bench seems to be in two minds about what to do about the player lying prone on the pitch.
Yeah, they don't know whether to send on a stretcher or a coffin. We can thank the Necromantic Broadcasting Circle for introducing the sport to so many necromancers.
That's true, Jim. Blood Bowl would surely be empty without howling werewolves and flesh golems and their replacement limbs.
Nice left punch, right on the nose.
Sure was, Jim. It's broken now. Oh, I bet that hurt. And the final whistle blows with...
A far from satisfying result.
If I was on that pitch today, I can promise you that we wouldn't have seen a draw. They spent most of the match watching the opposition play with the ball.
They defended high up, keeping the opposition to their half of the field. When you think that there's a whole industry built around providing players with performance-enhancing products, and nobody has taken anything.
The pharmaceutical rep was relieved of his stock by the fans.
That's what I call a low profile.
Yup, the players didn't bother the referee, and he didn't bother the players.